Hey everybody, just want to go through a couple of little modifications that I've made to my Vickers Gen 3 Glock 19. I have had this gun for probably 3 weeks now, and I love the firearm itself because of the RTF2 texturing that they put on the frame, and I wanted to make a couple little minor adjustments to it. The Wilson sights that they put on these, you know, maybe for most people work pretty well, but the front sight tube that was in it was kind of a dull green color, and it just didn't work well for my eyes. So I went ahead and replaced that tube with one from another kit that I had spare tubes for, and fit right in. I think it was actually for a Springfield XDS, but went right in, no problem. Got the old one out, fixed that up. A couple other little issues. I went ahead and replaced that mag release with the Vickers release that comes with the gun, and I still had issues with trying to get a good contact surface with the button. So I took a little bit of material out of there and smoothed it up to be able to get my finger in there a little bit better, and it doesn't seem to be an issue with holsters at this point. Everything that I carry it in, it seems to work well with. Went ahead and threw the Streamlight TLR1 HL on there. I like that light, seems to work very well. And the only thing that I'm not totally happy with at this point, I did purchase the Zev Ultralight Slim IDPA version of their magwell, and I probably should have done a little bit more homework on it. It's a nice piece. I mean, for the money, it's you're getting a good quality piece, but for a carry gun, it's gigantic. I mean, it takes up a lot of space. It's not so much the width, I guess, as it is the amount of distance that it has from the front to the back. It adds quite a bit of meat to the front of that finger groove area, and of course you can see from the bottom of it. I mean, it changes the profile of the bottom of the gun by quite a bit. So I'll probably actually be removing that piece. I did find one online through Agency Arms, which is their carry style magwell, and it's really super thin and much smaller than this Zev Slim model, as they call it. The one from Agency Arms is probably about as big around as the actual flared section of this magwell, and it follows the contours of the frame a little bit better, so you don't end up with this flat at the bottom. It actually is kind of tapered towards the rear, so it kind of matches the profile of the gun a little bit better. So I'll go ahead and pick one of those up, and when I get it installed, I'll make another video of it. I did undercut the trigger a lot because just getting my finger up in there is and getting a good grip on the gun seemed fairly difficult without getting the old Glock knuckle program. And of course, once I added this monstrous ZevTech magwell to the bottom, it made it even worse. It drives my hand so far up in that my knuckle just is going to get chewed to death on the bottom of this trigger guard. So that's one other reason why I will be more than likely removing that piece and replacing it with the one from Agency Arms. So if you're looking at magwells, thinking about buying one of these, definitely do your homework a little bit, because the Agency Arms model is, I believe, $100. This one from Zev is around $80. So I think dollar for dollar, spend the extra $20 and get the one that's much slimmer and of probably a better profile.